Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an Aries reading. I did a short meditation seeing what's going on. And I'm going to shuffle for a moment and we're going to get right into it, okay? So for those of you who have been with me for a while, um, thanks for sticking around. And I'm going to be doing these as I can. Yeah, so here we go. This is what you're working on. So this reading's for Aries, okay? Maybe it's cross-watcher. I'm not sure. That's not my intention. It could be. So I just remembered to say that, so that could definitely apply. This is what you're working on here. This card. These are the hopes. Yeah. Well, I'll talk about getting intuitive messages. Hopes and this. So this card's what you're working on. This is hopes, and this is who you're going to be collaborating with or what you're going to be collaborating with and challenges with that. Yes. Okay. Page of Spears, the moon. So right off the bat, the Page of Spears, which is the Page of Swords, that's my learning card. And this is the Alice in Wonderland Tarot deck. All of the major and minor arcana, they are illustrated with characters from Alice in Wonderland. The numbered cards are not. But the point I'm getting here is onto something new, learning something new. It's a little bit of a challenging energy right now as it's coming through to me. And I think maybe it's challenging because other people might not get you or what you're working on or why you want to do something or what you're doing. I think it's more what you're doing and why you're doing it. It's like people don't get that. They're like, I don't understand. This doesn't make sense to me. Why do you want to do this? You know, it's not really up for people to understand. It's not up to people to understand why you're doing something. It's a matter of being supportive regardless, right? In general, that statement is usually helpful. Um, yeah, I just saw the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, and with the moon here, this is usually the moon is not seeing the way ahead, not being able to necessarily intuit all the steps or all the things that may be coming your way. And also there's a masking here of intentions, but I'm getting a vibe you don't need to worry about knowing what other people are thinking and knowing ahead of time what they want or what they want to do. I'm not getting you need to worry about that. That's going to work out. So what you're working on, hopes and challenges. Okay, Nine of Swords reversed. In this deck, reversals are taken quite positively for some cards. This would be one of them. I want to get a clarifier before I do that. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah. In the Osho Zen deck, this is the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords represents challenges in respect to not knowing how to do something. So it's a mind issue. So we might not be knowing how to do something here with the page of swords, and then with the moon we have to kind of work with it and figure it out as we go along. The clarifier to the Nine of Swords reversed is the Eight of Swords. Now in the Osho deck, they don't really come in the upright or reversed. I just read them as they are. With this deck, I do. Every reader does it differently, okay? What I'm getting here... You can foster a sense of I don't know, I wanted to say hopeless optimism, like You know how they say, that saying hopeless romantic, or it's like they're romantic no matter what? Well, in this case, it's hopeless optimism. It's like just be optimistic no matter what. It's attempting to do that. I'm not saying it's going to be easy or that you're going to be able to sustain it consistently. Um, but I am getting here in the creation of a desire, in the pursuit of a desire. Persistence doesn't have to be attained through white knuckling. And white knuckling is like pushing really hard through and rejecting support, or um, bearing the weight of others' opinions, things like that. I would advise against that. And I kind of want to draw a card for this. I think the energy is going to be clear when I move on. So these are hopes. Oh, wow. Talk about... It's interesting that I said hopes and then we get the star, which is the star is the card of hope. And it's reversed. Okay, so we have an issue here. Hopeless optimism and the star. We're not really seeing... We're not seeing something. Interesting. Wow, that's kind of crazy. I said hopes and we get the hope card. Okay, and then the person or people you're gonna have to work with that might also be a challenge is the King of Pentacles. So here we have the star. This is in the upright. I love this card. It's a beautiful card. But in this case, it's reversed, which I wouldn't get crazy about that right now. Everything is to be taken into context. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which in this deck is the King of Hedgehogs. So you might be learning from somebody, or I wouldn't necessarily say collaborating, because this is really your project. Whatever you're going to be working with here, when Spirit gives us opportunities, we need to make the best of them to the best of our ability, okay? I mean, if something's for you, it's for you. It's just, it's easier to get it done if you're in the right headspace, okay? So I'm not here bashing you for that. I'm not doing that. But I'm seeing right now, this second, with this reading, you might not be in the right headspace, because we have the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords reversed, the Star reversed. Maybe not seeing how this can happen. The key here to all this, to this entire spread, the key is the King of Pentacles and the Three of Swords reversed. Wow. The mind is kind of the issue here, to be honest with you. And there's also, with the star, it's an internal sense of... the star is an emotion card for me. Big time emotion card. This is all about emotional fulfillment for me. It's all about hope. It's all about dreams. It's all about wishes. In this case, Aries, you might not be seeing how you're going to get what you want, or achieving what you want. I think I'm getting the word achieving stronger than getting. It's a matter of achieving it. With this King of Pentacles reversed, you're going to be working with somebody who has it. Okay, yes. This person has it. Don't get discouraged by their... Look, all due respect to people, this individual comes off a tiny bit arrogant at times because they have it figured out, so they might be abrasive as a result. Yeah. They might be abrasive because they have it figured out, and they've been really good at maintaining it for years. They're actually really good at it, at what they're doing. Yeah, so you might be learning from this person or observing in some way, or they might be rubbing off on you or assisting you in some way. It's like when you keep certain company around, they kind of rub off on you. This would be one of those things. My issue here, so I'm getting success here for you. I am getting that there is eventual success. Don't get stuck on outcomes. People say that in general, and it's easier said than done. So don't get stuck on outcomes with this Three of Swords reversed and the Nine of Swords reversed, because if something, let's say, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you're trying to form a collaboration or a partnership. If this is relationship energy, this is, you have interesting intentions about how you're going about relationship forming. So everyone has different values. Every reader reads energy through their own perception. Okay? In general, there are higher truths that readers should be reading through, but we're also human. So, Aries, you and I, we don't necessarily. Every person pursues, let me say this better. Every person pursues different things for different reasons, and those reasons have different orders of importance. I'm going to say it that way. But that's not the point. The point is, what you're trying to form is going to be assisted by the exposure to an individual who already has it and is very good at doing it. Not everything, but they're very good at some really, really foundational concepts, and they're actually really good at maintaining certain things. One of their strategies is that they're very matter of fact, and maybe you could adopt that. Maybe not. I don't know if that's in your nature to be very matter of fact, but you have to balance that because that can come off as arrogant in 2 seconds. Yeah, just be mindful of that energy because, yeah, that can get abrasive. Yeah, they're very matter of fact. Also because they've had continued success and they're very confident. It's not easy to dance that line between confidence and arrogance, but in general, this person's okay at it. Once you get to know them, it blurs a little bit. I'm getting so whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life here to co-create with the universe, with spirit, with whoever, whatever it is you're trying to co-create in your life, aside from this person here, the King of Pentacles, whatever it is you're trying to co-create, what's offered to you as an opportunity initially, or even after that, like let's say you're trying to manifest a person, so person one might only be there for a brief moment, and they might only be there to show you something, or they might only be there to try to make it work, or they might only be there because spirit's just throwing opportunities at you and seeing what sticks. Sometimes that's what happens. It's not always easy to discern what is exactly happening, especially when you're quote unquote too close to the problem. Don't get stuck on who. Right? Just let it go and give it time. I think a good indicator of you being able to really let your hair down, as it were, you don't have to have long hair, but for you to really feel relaxed and be okay and feel stable, you would need to give it a lot of time. And I'm getting also, how do I say this with love? You're a bit of a firecracker in your relationships. Like once people get to know you, it's like you're really great and you're really fun and you're very I wouldn't say spontaneous is the word. I'm looking for a different word. You're really good at spicing things up. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. But that spiciness sometimes also comes with a little bit of moodiness, which is okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. I don't know why that's coming through here, so I just felt the need to say that. Maybe right now your stamina to create, your desire to create something new is a little dry, and so that's why the star card is here in the reverse. This is supposed to be reversed because feeling this card, I'm not getting negative. Sometimes the star reverse is negative. I'm not getting negative, I'm getting dry. You're just really, maybe you're just fed up and you're just dried up. Like right now, you're just like, you know what? I don't have steam in the tank. I don't have gas in there. Right now, I'm just going through the motions. I'm just doing A, B, and C, and we're just going to figure it out as we go along, and we're going to do it, and this is what I got, and we're going to work with it. That's okay. If your emotional well is a little dry, that's fine. You can still do your thing. That's not an issue. Um, some manifesting circles might tell you, oh, if you're not always joyous, it won't come in. You're going to attract all kinds of whatever. I don't really subscribe to it like that. I just don't. So, yeah. I'm not getting, like I said, I'm not getting negativity. I'm just getting dry. I also want to say with this King of Pentacles, this person, whoever it is that's helping, is not your person or your co-creative partner. And it doesn't have to be romance, right? It can be a whole bunch of things. Like you might be creating, what are you creating here? Let me ask. What are you creating? Let it be what it wants to be. That's what's coming through here. Let it be what it wants to be. Yeah, I think right now what you might be doing is mindset work because swords are half this reading. And I just got the consciousness card. Yeah, and this card came out again twice. So you got slowing down. This card is the Knight of Pentacles in this deck, but in this deck it speaks about moving forward without expectation and just doing your best. Doing your best, working with things through your boundaries and preferences. You work with things through your boundaries and preferences, which means you don't have to take absolutely everything that comes your way. You can actually, say no until you get something you work with that you want to work with. In this case, though, I'm getting that this is going to be desirable to you for a start. Okay? For a start, this is going to be desirable because you're on a trip right now, a proverbial trip, to do something here. I think really what's going to help you out is this person's connected with types of individuals that have the traits that are very important to you. Yes. Whatever context this is, even in work, you need values to work out. Whatever it is that you're trying to co-create, they have connections that would click well with you. So that's what I'm seeing here for you, Aries, okay? Just keep at it. I'm going to pull one advice card and I'm going to wrap this up. I don't want to sit here too long. Oh, wow. This reading was about mindsets and you got pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. All right, I'll read it and we're gonna wrap up. Okay? Okay. Of course, this is easier said than done, so don't get frustrated if you find yourself not being able to do this very easily for long periods at a time. So just work on it. Don't hammer yourself. Oracle message. Pig spirit appears to remind you of the right use of intelligence, a gift we all have that is meant to be used with love, compassion, and discernment. Oh, shit. Okay. Intelligence means recognizing the value of intuition when it is partnered with smarts and common sense, which leads to intelligent solutions. When pig spirit appears, you are called to respect your analytical mind and use it for its highest good, recognizing that all facts must be considered, even when they do not fit with what you already know. And that kind of fits with the theme of this reading, I'll be honest. Spirit blesses us with wisdom when we allow pig spirit to nudge us into open-minded, thoughtful dialogues, whether with others or internally, as we mull over our ideas and what we have come to understand. You are intelligent and capable of clear-minded thinking, shaped by the wisdom you have accumulated and the intuition that will tell you when you have more learning to do, because not all the facts are in. I can attest to you being in a learning cycle. You better believe that. Now is the time that your decision-making powers are reliable. You are in alignment with pig spirit's keen intelligence. You're learning, so don't assume you know everything. You can follow your intuition and manage your mind accordingly, okay? That is definitely something I'm getting here. It's not easy to balance the two, especially when you're learning. It means you're going to get it wrong a whole bunch of times. So, you know what? Load up on your compassion and do your very best, all right? I'm not going to make this reading longer. Like I said, the star was reversed. There could be other reasons as well, but I wasn't getting anything negative. It was just like I said, the well was dry. So nourish yourself, love yourself, use your mind wisely, and if you've been frustrated because you couldn't get anywhere, exposure to individuals that have traits and goals, traits that you're looking for, and goals that might be aligned with yours will help clear things up and help you see the picture a little clearer. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.